If you ask me, the time this came out, would I play this game or would I play Resident Evil 2 Remake? And I'm here to tell you that you're just better off sticking with Resident Evil. The whole franchise. Excluding 6 because 6 is garbage and I'm never going to play it. But I digress. But Daymare1998, it's not like a terrible game, but my biggest issue stems with the controls being very, very stiff. And this game has quite a bit of glitches. Before I get into the story, I want to tell you this game was actually supposed to be a mod from one of the Resident Evil games, but apparently Capcom did a cease and desist on them, and they had to create their own game out of it. So this takes place on August 1998, and this is set in a fictional town called Keenside. And basically what happens is a chemical outbreak just spills everywhere, kind of like the T virus from Resident Evil. And the whole town turns into like monsters, might as well be zombies kind of, except they lash onto you and vomit some acid on you. So nothing like write home about the story. It's like really not much of a story. The English voice acting, I would say it's actually decent in my opinion. It's not like the greatest thing, but it's not like terrible. And the gameplay itself just feels really, really stiff. Just playing it on anything, it just feels really stiff to move around the character, aim and shoot. I do like, however, there's a lot of references. Like there's a reference to It, Pennywise, Men in Black, with the little girl getting shot in the head by Will Smith. That was funny. They have a Total Recall reference, Quaid Lives, Quaid, if anybody remembers that from the movie. Like they have a ton of references, and it's really funny. But the price they're asking you for, I would really suggest get this heavily on discount because it's just not worth the price they were asking for originally when this came out. It had a ton of bugs. It did get patched somewhat, but it still has the same glitches where certain enemies would like just glitch through the floor, or in the instance of the final boss, he just gets stuck, and it's very annoying. And they also made him they made him like a bullet sponge, and I don't like boss fight designs like that because it feels like you're pumping several rounds into this guy until he finally dies. And just a little spoilers, because I'm pretty sure most have played this game, but one of the main protagonists turns into the monster that you see before you because he got infected. Not going to tell you which character does get infected, but they do turn into the infected. I beat the game. I completed on hardcore difficulty, or they call it Daymare difficulty instead of, hardcore. I'm completed it so many times. I'm committed to getting the platinum trophy and everything. But there's this other third person with horror elements that are just way better than this game, in my personal honest opinion. If you really want that Resident Evil fix, like I said, just stick to the original Resident Evil games, except for 6. Just play those. But if you really have to get this game, just wait for a heavy sale on this game, because it just feels like it's just clunky, and I notice a few areas it just like chugs. It's not exactly the greatest thing. That's just my personal opinion on it. I think there's just plenty of other survival horror games besides Daymare 1998, so I just cannot give a full thumbs up on the price that they're asking for it now. If it's on discount, I'd say, hey, maybe check it out a little bit, see if you like it. Terrible controlling the characters. It feels odd to aim. Like the shooting's fine, like the gun fires, there's no like input delay between that, but I can tell the game is just chugging when it comes to frames, and it's really unacceptable. I don't know what happened with this studio called Invader Studios. I don't know why they rushed it out like that. It's a playable disappointment, I could say. So in my opinion, Daymare1998, it gets a rough score around 6 or a 7, you know, about average. That's how much I would give it, about average. It's not garbage, it's not like the worst game ever, but it's just teetering on mediocre to average. But if you guys like this game, then let me know in the comment section. MK90, I know you played it and everything, and you even told me, you know, this game is going to be a pain in the neck, and I can see why, because, spoilers again, there's this one part where you have to run away from the final boss, and if he catches you, it's instant death. Like, that's it. Instant death takes you back to the checkpoint. Why is there an instant death in there? Like, that's completely stupid in my opinion. There should not be an instant death in video games like that. It just ruins the experience. And if you're wondering, there is 2 modes. There's classic mode and there's modern take mode. You only want to do classic mode if you want a trophy hunt. Other than that, I would really avoid that mode, because managing to reload your clips and emptying a clip just to refill it again, it's just too much of a hassle. I really don't recommend it. I went straight to modern mode like MK90 suggested, because just like classic is just, it's a major pain in my ass. Anyways, this has been the JRPG King. Hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll catch you later.